From Hart High School, Dillon, Zamperin, and Kaylee Tolentino present the Hart to Hart Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Hart to Hart Podcast. I'm your host, Kaylee Tolentino.
And I'm your co-host, Vinny Gonzalez, and today we are joined by Dillon Zamperin, a student here at Hart and the ASB president.
So welcome, Dillon Zamperin, to the Hart to Hart Podcast.
Thank you. It's weird being in the guest seat, but yeah.
So how about you tell us a little about yourself?
So I'm a senior here at Hart. I've been a part of the video production class for 4 years. I'm a part of Hart Baseball. I'm also on the podcast too. Just the third episode, but we're hoping to get even more, hopefully up to 100 total by the end of the entire school year. I'm also part of ASB here, which is the Associated Student Body. And I'm also the president of ASB. So yeah, that's just about all that I do. Oh, and I'm also in yearbook too. That's all.
That's a lot of stuff to be in.
Yeah. But yeah, it takes a lot of my time, but I like it all. Everything is really enjoyable. I have a lot of fun doing all of this stuff. Yeah.
So you said you've been in this TV production class for 4 years. Are you wanting to go into that career eventually, or?
Yeah, it's something that started at Placerita with Kid Flicks. I started in 8th grade. I was one of the 4 executive producers there, and it really helped me go on to be part of the class here at Hart with Mr. Howard. And I started in the very first class, the what we call the CT Pathway 1As, and then I was actually able to move up to the advanced class in my second semester of freshman year. And then I've been in that class ever since. So that has really inspired me to go down that path of film and television. And I'm hoping to be like a sports broadcaster, something with sports, but behind the scenes on TV, whatever.
That'd be really cool to go into.
Yeah, something that is really exciting. That can be really, I don't know.
But yeah.
So have you lived in Santa Clarita your whole life?
Yeah, I have. I grew up here. My mom also grew up here, and my dad came from Northern California. But yeah, I've been here forever.
So what elementary school did you go to?
I went to Peachland Elementary School. Shout out to the Roadrunners. My dad's worked there for 25 years. My mom worked at Meadows Elementary School, and now she's an assistant principal at Stevenson Ranch Elementary School. So, yeah. But my dad originally was at Peachland before my mom went over to Meadows, so that's why I went to Peachland. I get a lot of questions about that always, so yeah.
So, since you've been here your whole entire life, who at Hart have you known the longest?
I would have to say probably Frenchie Ciabaldi, my vice president. We've known each other since kindergarten. There's been a few people I've known since kindergarten, but she was, I think we were both each other's first friends. So yeah, I think we've known each other the longest here at Hart.
So you previously said that you were in the associate student body and you're the president for that. So what does that role kind of entail? With your 1,000 classes that you're taking, what is that? How do you deal with that?
Okay, so the role of the president is to just be in charge of the entire student body as well as the ASB's class itself. So we're in charge of meetings here, a lot of the financial stuff that gets done with sports, clubs, extracurricular stuff too. Part of the arts, like video production, show choir, band, all of that stuff. A lot of the stuff has to go through us. So we just oversee it. We help process it to get it through. We're also in charge of, at ASB, we're in charge of things like the football games. We're in charge of getting things there, posters and stuff like that. We're also in charge of rallies and all kind of sporting events. But all of that stuff, rallies especially, are some of our biggest events. We have about 6 a year. This year we have 6. Our next one is in October with the Blacklight Rally. So that one should be that one's always one of our best ones. We're really looking forward to it.
And you guys done that like every year, right?
Yeah,
The black light.
that's always one that we have for sure.
Hmm.
It's just it's really cool to see everything with it's all neon in there. It's all lit up. It's really cool. So everybody should be looking forward to that. But being president just entails that like I have to be really in charge of everybody, making sure that everybody is feeling included, involved. If there's something that isn't right in some group or person anywhere on campus, not just in ASB, then I need to be the one that can really step up and ask, like, what's going on? Like, how can we help make whatever better for you or for your group or club
Mhm.
or whatever it is?
To kind of like branch off of what you just said, like what would you say your main goal is being president?
I think my main goal is to just make sure that everybody is included in everything. Like whether it's a rally or just getting the word out about like anything, to be honest. To just get people involved here at Hart, get people excited for all kinds of things. And I think that that's the role of most of the people in ASB, but I feel like being president just makes it like a little bit more elevated. But yeah, just making sure that everybody knows what's going on and is involved, and that we really create like one heart, one big heart.
Yeah, and I think honestly the best way just to like, I don't know, have like the best high school life is to get involved. Like
Yeah,
I'm sure like everybody hears that so much, but it's like it's so true. Like if you're not involved, like it's just so boring because
Yeah.
like it's just like not really worth it if you're not gonna like or like after school clubs or be part of a group or something.
yeah. It's what makes the high school experience the high school experience. You know.
Yeah. So like you said, you have a insane schedule. What does your like average like high school day like? What would that look like?
Okay. So normally, or most of the days, I have we do weight room for baseball in the morning at 6, so I have to get here around 6, and that's for about an hour or so, and then I um just get ready for the day. Then I start the day with English, um, with Miss G, who we should hopefully get on the podcast soon. We need to just tell her. Then I come over to video production. We do whatever filming we have to do, get whatever that needs to be
Yeah,
done
we need it,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. And then ASB, we have parliamentary meetings every Tuesday and Thursday. So that's the meetings I was talking about, just going over stuff.
Mhm.
And then after that, I have anatomy with Mrs. Bay.
Oh, I love Miss Bay.
Yeah,
Shout out to Miss Bay.
Love Miss Bay.
we should get her on the podcast
Should.
too.
You're next.
And then I have yearbook after that, Mr. Vincent, which is exciting. It's his first time doing yearbook. A little known fact: his mom also did yearbook when she was at Hart.
Really?
So yeah,
That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's weird.
yeah. So exciting. My first year doing yearbook, so should be good. Also order a yearbook too, because especially if you're a senior, because this is your last chance to get one.
Yeah, order
So,
a yearbook, guys.
and then after lunch, then I have Calc BC with Mr. Borish. So another person we should get on the podcast. But yeah, he has a lot of fun stories, and just it's a good class. And then after that, I finish with baseball. So yeah, it's a long day.
That is,
Yeah,
that is definitely
it's
a busy
Pretty
schedule.
insane.
Yeah.
When you have free time, or if you ever do, what do you like to do? Like, what are your hobbies?
Um, I like to just relax, sleep a lot, hopefully, hang out with friends, or just play video games, just anything.
What
Like,
video games?
I like to play a lot of the sports video games.
Like
Um,
Wii Sports?
no, way back in the day, Wii Sports, but now like MLB The Show or NBA 2K or Madden, or even the EA Sports, the college football one.
Okay.
If you've heard of it, I don't know if you have.
I haven't, but
Okay. Yeah. It's just that there's not a lot of free time, but yeah, that's
but
what
when you do, you try to relax and kind of
yes.
wind down.
Yeah.
So the last two episodes we've had like staff and teachers giving advice for students here at Hart. But do you have any advice for the staff as a student? Do you have any advice for the staff or teachers here at Hart?
Um, that's I don't know. I think I would just say that um, just being there for your students is really important. We appreciate all that you do. We know how much work you put in, and we all see it, and we know that it can be difficult sometimes, but we really appreciate it. Just being there for your students is something that we really need sometimes. Um, so I think I don't know. I feel like I'm just thinking them, but I think just being there for us is something that can be like really important, especially like Miss Gibbs, who talks about like who we had on before. She leaves her classroom open at lunch. You can also put like if you play a sport or whatever, you can put your bag in there. Or just being there for us, you can talk to her. Just being like approachable, being able to really have that like connection with us is something that I think that's really important for all the staff, and I think that we have that with just about every teacher here at Hart. At least every teacher that I know.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
like,
teachers are like
you
super
know,
welcoming and kind.
yeah. So yeah, thank you, teachers.
Yeah, shout out to all the teachers out there,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. So just yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you, Dillon Zamperin, for being our first student guest on our show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
One more quick question. You know what? I have one more quick question.
Yeah, yeah.
What would be your favorite thing about Hart?
Um, I think a lot of people say this. I think it's kind of a weird answer, but I like just the community of like the actual like setting of where we are, like with the historical everything. I think
Mhm.
especially the trees.
Love the
Sounds
trees.
weird, but like we actually have like real grown in trees that have been here for like 75 years. So all like the oak trees, it just makes it feel like an established like campus. Like it just feels really nice. It gives shade too. So
It's amazing.
Shade is
especially
always
when
nice, yeah.
it's like over 100 degrees. So yeah, but it's just the trees. Just it's like a welcoming environment. Some like campuses don't have that. Maybe they're newer, like Western Ranch or something like that. But I like that we have that. It's really welcoming. You see it when you go in through just about any campus that you can get into with the Q gate. There's trees around. At the beginning or the front circle, there's all those trees, and then even in the T lot, there's trees too. You look at the upper field. So I think just the history, the the really rich history of both just the staff, the students, but also like the campus itself.
Yeah, it's just like a very homey setting,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, well, thank you for being, like I said, our first guest student here at
yeah.
Heart, or on our Heart to Heart podcast.
Of course, we should have another student on soon or another
Yes.
teacher. Yeah.
Mhm. So make sure to watch the full episode on our Heart TV YouTube channel.
Or listen wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Vinny Gonzalez.
And I'm Kaylee Tolentino, and we'll catch you on the next Heart to Heart episode.